tell us the story on how you started po with the application?
First, I met Sir Lawrence sa nakita ko siya sa Facebook, yung page nyo. And then, nag-message ako sa kanya. Very humble naman siya and kind. Nag-inquire ako and he gave me all the details. So, naisip ko, talagang okay itong tao, itong mapagkakatiwalaan. So, I started communicating with him. Nung una kasi nag-try ako mag-isa kasi alam mo yung sayang yung pera, iniisip ko. Pero hindi din pala maganda yung ganyan. Kasi not all the time, nasa iyo yung answers. So, nung nag-fail ako noon, nakakalugmong, nakaka-disappoint. Pero nung nakabawi ako, sabi ko, sige, ituloy ko na kay Sir Lawrence talaga kasi siya yung expert doon eh. So, kinunta ko si Sir Lawrence, nagtuloy na ako sa kanya, nagtiwala ako sa kanya, buong buo, binigay ko yung mga documents na kailangan niya. Alhamdulillah, na-approve naman.
Okay. Ano nang next plan natin since approved ka na for PR?
So, ngayon na-approve na ako for PR. Sunod ko naman yung misis ko, si Madel. Gusto ko siyang dalhin doon as fiancé visa sana. And hopefully, pag PR na kami doon, mag-citizen, magpakasal na kami doon.
So, ngayon, ano namang masasabi niyo dun sa mga aspiring or yung mga nagbabalak pa lang na mag-apply? Anong masasabi mo for them?
Sa lahat ng mga nagbabalak na mag-iba pang country, patience lang talaga kasi, at saka prayers.
Correct.
Support ng family. Talagang kailangan kumapit ka lang kay Lord. Huwag ka mawala ng pag-asa kasi pag nawala ka ng pag-asa, sino bang talo? Ikaw din.
Correct.
So, go lang ng go. Kung saan dalhin ni Lord, magtiwala ka lang. Basta, more prayers hanggang sa ma-achieve mo yung goals mo. Thank you, Sir Lawrence. Thank you for everything po. Magtiwala kayo sa The Visa Center kasi hindi na kayo iiwanan hanggang sa huli. Talagang gagawa nila ng paraan kahit anong mangyari.
Quick question lang. Kumusta ka naman sa Australia? Masaya ka ba sa decision mo na lumipat ka ng Australia from Dubai?
So far naman, hanggang ngayon, being me, nandito ang partner ko, napakasaya talaga sa Australia na. Once kasama mo na yung mahal mo sa buhay, may maganda ka ng work, unti-unti mo na matatagumpay yung dreams mo. So, huwag kayong magsising pumunta dito at iwanan kung anong meron kayo, kung saan man meron dyan. So, just keep going at masaya dito sa Australia. Ibang-iba talaga. Napakaganda ng buhay.
Nakakatuwa kasi alam mo yun, kahit na bagong dating ka sa Australia, you were given equal opportunity na parang nakuha mo yung talagang line of work mo.
Oo.
Yun yung nakakatuwa sa Australia. So, yun yung something na you will be so happy na dito ka kasi nagagamit mo talaga yung profession mo. Hindi yung, nag-start ka lang siguro ng konti more on sa mga tao, sa mga environment. Pero yung trabaho, it's the same kasi nakuha mo yung field mo.
Yes, that's true. So, kailangan mo lang talagang i-push kung saan mo gusto eh. Kung halimbawa, kung gusto mong maging, halimbawa ako, dental technician, gusto ko doon yung way ko, i-push mo na doon. Hindi mo kailangan magpaligoy-ligoy kasi malilito pa yung pathway mo eh. I-push mo lang kung saan ka masaya at ayun, God will provide naman palagi.
Thank you!
Thank you very much.
Alright, hello guys. Good morning everyone. It's Saturday morning dito sa Dubai. Ayan, magandang hapon sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin dyan sa Pilipinas. Ayan, and welcome for our special episode. Ayan, kasi nga po, ito yung first natin na i-introduce sa mga kababayan natin from the Philippines or from all over the world who wanted to become an international student in Spain. Yan, specifically po sa Barcelona. Kaya sa mga kababayan natin dyan, yan, this is something new for everyone, pero sobrang dami ng mga information na matutunan natin today. Maybe you haven't thought about it, pero you dream of, let's say, immigrating to Spain. So ito na yung opportunity nyo guys. Kasi nga, we are very lucky to be with one of our special guests. Kasi talagang she's in Spain right now. She is the head of administration nung school na i-feature natin. Okay, kaya I'd like to request our viewers to please do share our Facebook Live po. Itag nyo yung mga kaibigan nyo. It's either you are in the Philippines or may mga kamag-anak kayo na nasa abroad na they are thinking of, immigrating or relocating to other country. Lalo na syempre kung they wanted to start as an international student in Spain. Ayan. So guys, alam naman natin, pag-usapan muna natin yung Spain, no? Number one, kapag nakikita ko yung Spain or naiisip natin yung Spain, we are thinking about olive oil, wine, di ba? Kasi ang daming wine production doon. Napakadami na rin mga UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Siyempre, you will enjoy the location itself. Kung alam nyo, di ba, yung trivia, yung I think until now, we will double check it with Miss Noemi, yung sa guest natin, kung ongoing pa rin ang construction ng La Sagrada Familia Basilica. Di ba? Isa sa pinakamagandang church. And then, of course, alam niyo yung tomato fight, di ba? Mukhang sa mga mahilig dyan, magsarsa, I think, ito na yung pagkakataon nyo. Kasi meron silang La Tomatina Festival. Yan yung nagtitrend sa mga TikTok at saka sa mga video reels na nakikita natin. And of course, sino ang may ayaw, di ba, ng paella? Ayan yung alam natin na mga paella na tinatawag natin. So, ang laki ng influence ng Spain for Filipino. So, I think when it comes to yung pag-adapt natin doon sa location, mag-adjust natin with the culture, alam natin na medyo konting-konti na lang yung adjustment natin doon. Pero aalamin natin about the language, di ba? Aalamin natin ano yung qualification. Paano kung mag-aral ba ako sa Spain? What are the differences compared to Australia or Canada? Bakit this time sa Spain naman ang magiging next na location or target natin for us to continue our studies? Kasi aalamin natin ano nga ba yung mga available program na ino-offer nila. So especially guys sa mga viewers natin, yung nasa field na hospitality, ng healthcare, which is sobrang daming Pilipino, not only just in the Philippines, but also all over the world. Nasa healthcare tayo. Hospitality, yan yung mundo ng mga Pilipino, lalo na sa abroad. And then, of course, digital innovation and business. Everybody wants to become an entrepreneur. Diba? At syempre, bilang isang negosyante, iba pa rin that you are backed up with knowledge, diba? From an international category, yung diploma. You will learn from an international teachers, diba? You get an experience to work internationally, and then yun ang advantage kasi if you have that diploma, definitely you can carry on yung qualification mo na yon to whichever country you wanted to work. Kasi po as an OFW sa abroad kasi ang labanan ay experience. Okay, so if you have an actual experience on a specific field na meron tayo, plus syempre galing ka sa mga bansa katulad nga ng Spain, then somehow that's your credibility. Okay, so that also includes the option, di ba, na pwede kang mag-demand for a higher position or mas mataas na sahod. Katulad ng sinasahod ni Miss Noemi, alamin natin sa kanya mamaya kung ilang milyon. Hindi, joke lang yun. But anyway guys, again, sa mga viewers po natin, lalo na po sa mga clients ng The Visa Center na nanonood sa atin kasi naka-live po tayo in almost all of our branches. Okay? Alam ko kasi naka-live lang tayo, allowed lang tayo sa 8 branches. And there are only few branches na hindi. So definitely our team will going to share din yung live na to kasi this is something new, guys. And we have to think po na it also has a pathway to permanent residency and citizenship. So, at the second half of our Facebook Live, makakasama din natin ang isa sa pinakamagaling na senior immigration consultant from the Philippines. Yan. Miss Emily, ngiti ka naman dyan sa background. Hindi ko alam kung nakikinig ka sa akin. Ayan. So guys, ito yung araw na kung saan we will be educating you guys about your option of becoming an international student. So, siguro wag na natin patagalin. Pero guys, yung team natin, I'd like to request, please help us to share and tag it to your friends para po tumaas ang ating viewership. Kasi nga, I understand, no? Right now kasi, even though it's Saturday, marami pa rin sa mga kababayan natin ang may trabaho, lalo na yung mga nasa sales. So maybe they don't have the time and focus to watch yung full Facebook Live natin. But again, like I said, you can also watch this later on. Ayan. Pero if you can join us sa live talaga, kasi nga, maganda kasi that you have, parang sabay ka talaga sa live natin. And if you have some question, then our special guest will definitely going to help us, guys. Okay? So now, let's welcome our special guest. She will be representing International School of Social Sciences. Ang focus ng ating presentation today will be more on Swiss School of Management in Barcelona. Ayan. So, kailangan baguhin natin ang ating accent kasi Barcelona tayo. Sasabay tayo. Okay. Welcome natin, guys. Ayan, very proud po kasi we are representing by a Filipina, di ba? So, she's the head of administration. So, welcome natin si Miss Noemi. Hello, Miss Noemi.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Emily, and everyone tuned in right now to your FB Live. I feel so lucky and privileged dahil isa ako sa una na naimbitahan, right? To be your guest. So, kahit sobrang aga dito sa Barcelona, wag ka. Under this, I'm still wearing my pajama. No, joke.
Please don't talk about it. Don't ask me kung what I'm wearing down there.
Okay, so it's morning here. It's about 9:30 in the morning here. But good afternoon, Manila. Good afternoon, Philippines. And good morning or good noon, Dubai.
Okay, so ma'am, everybody, I'm sure are really excited about this kasi nga we are also excited finally we will be introducing international student in Spain. Pero kayo, Ma'am Noemi, I just wanted to know a little background about you. Paano kayo napadpad sa Barcelona or sa Spain? Ano yung kwento niyo dyan?
Pag-ibig ang dahilan. No, kasi yung husband ko is an EU citizen. So alam niyo naman, ang kagandahan sa Europe ay kahit Dutch kasi ang aking husband, no? Pero they're allowed movement, freedom of movement within Europe, within the EU countries. So, kahit ang citizenship niya ay Dutch, pwede siyang manirahan ng, hindi na mag-a-apply ng residency, ganon, to any country in Europe. So, based on that, I applied for a family visa naman. It's called the Family Reunification Visa. So, mahirap din yun na process. But that's how I entered Spain. Tapos, ayun na, nakahanap ako ng work na, thank goodness naman, alam mo yon, yung naman siya in line with my background. Tapos na-meet ko yung founder ng ISAS, so International School of Applied Social Sciences. Tapos ayun na, nag-study din ako. So I am a proud alumni of ISAS and Swiss School of Management for my MBA.
Ayan. At least, di ba guys, ayan sa mga viewers natin, Miss Noemi not only just representing the school, but she is representing Filipino na naging international student mismo sa Spain. Ayan. So, Miss Noemi, kumusta muna yung Filipino community dyan? I mean, kasi yung most of the time kasi we are introducing Australia and Canada. Pero how about po sa Spain? Kumusta naman yung Filipino community or Filipinos living in Barcelona?
Okay. It's a thriving... Yes, it's a thriving community. So, first of all, I'd like to emphasize that the owner of the school is a proud Filipina.
Oh yeah, kaya pala yung faculties and all, maraming mga parang Asian look, mga Filipino look. So this is good.
Yes, so nagulat nga si Sir, if I may jump ahead a bit, nagulat nga si Sir Lorenzo because he was messaging me in English and all. Tapos nung nag-meet na kami because he was able to visit us last summer in Barcelona. Barcelona, as they say.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Oo, alam ko nga, pumunta nga si Boss Lawrence sa Spain, umikot sila sa Schengen country.
Oo, so napaka-humble, napaka-bait na mag-asawa. At yun,
Christopher Rion, ma'am, ng The Visa Center, si Boss Lawrence.
Oo nga. So, yun na nga ang balita, yun ang chismis. So, ayun. Nagulat siya. Pilipina ka pala. Diyos ko, pinahirapan mo ako. English ako nag-English. Ganyan. Tapos, na-meet niya pa yung boss ko. Yung may-ari talaga ng, mas nagulat siya kasi Pinay na Pinay.
Oh, this is good. Okay. So guys, yun palang heads up pa lang. So, ibig sabihin po, if you happen to be one of our international student po in Barcelona, in Spain, kagandahan po, yung school natin is managed by mostly Filipino. Yung founder are Filipino. Si Miss Noemi will be assisting you and magaling siya mag-Tagalog, okay? Hindi siya
at Bisaya. Kasi I'm really Bisaya eh. So I speak, sa Pinas, I speak 3 languages. I'm fluent in Ilonggo, Bisaya.
Ilonggo ba, ma'am?
Oo. From
Din ka sa aton?
Sorry?
Din ka sa aton?
Ang pamilya namon taga Saraga kag Santa Barbara.
Oh, Leganes ako. Magkapit-bahay kami ni ma'am sa Iloilo.
Mga sumsyo bala. Sumsyo, so Santa Barbara na.
Ayun. Okay.
Small world.
So ito na guys, so ibig sabihin po, no, okay, good na to, na at least alam natin yung pupuntahan po natin is not something that we will be like feeling natin stranger tayo because there's already a Filipino kababayan natin assisting us in everything. So now I believe everybody are really excited, Ma'am Noemi. Can we ask our team, yan, para po ma-assist si Ma'am Noemi? Ayan, habang nag-aaway yung mga dog ni...
Gusto ko nga gumanon kasi ang gugulo ng mga...
Kaya tayo, actually ako din, kapag nagla-live, kung nagsasalita ako, yung aso ko din, kinakalabit ako, laging gustong sumama sa live. Pero anyway, pet lovers.
Oo, pet lovers nga. Plant at pets.
Yes. Okay, Miss Eliza, ayan, you may share po yung ating screen. And then Miss Noemi, I will be back later on sa end ng iyong presentation for our question and answer kasi definitely I have so many questions to ask. Yan, kasi
hopefully I can satisfy your questions with my answers later on. But for now, yeah, let's watch this presentation.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Ako na pala. Sorry. Yes. So, good afternoon again, everyone, Philippines and Dubai. As the intro says, your path to success begins in Spain through education. So, with Swiss School of Management through ESAS, we offer you bachelor's degree, and with ESAS, there will also be some special degree courses that we've created just for you. So let me talk about SSM first, and then we can transition to these other specialized courses we've developed just for, specifically for the Filipinos who want to study abroad. Okay, can we move to the next slide, please? Okay, so we have some of the in-residence programs of our school, Swiss School. Okay, next, please. Okay, so yeah, this is just a sort of a table of what we're going to talk about in this presentation. Next, please. Okay, so basically, Swiss School is it's a 40-year-old institution based in Switzerland, and it started off 40 years ago with the campus headquarters based in Rome. And then over the years, it has developed a wider network of other schools based in Brescia, in Milan, Cairo in Egypt, in Dubai as well, South Korea, Germany, and many more. So there are many Swiss School of Management schools all over the world. And one of them happens to be in Barcelona, owned by kapwa Pinay natin na si Dr. Liz Soliday Nawi. Now, because it's a franchise, hindi lang po SSM ang nire-represent namin. So, kami talaga, yung main school namin, ang name talaga niya is International School of Applied Sciences. Tapos, we acquired the franchise for SSM so we can offer bachelor's degree programs. Sorry sa mga dogs in the institution. So we offer Bachelor of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration, and Doctor of Business Administration for Swiss School of Management. Tapos, later on, we can discuss further ano yung mga specialized program na 1 year lang. Kasi yung mga bachelor's degree, medyo matagal po yung usapin yun. Mga 3-year course. Meron din namang 1 year pag graduate studies. yeah, so I'll talk about the specialized courses further later on. Next, please. Okay. Our mission is to provide quality education with a very European and Swiss type of learning. So as Junie mentioned earlier, when you say kasi European education, mas direct ang approach. Wala masyadong, we don't really go into yung hindi mga useful na modules, hindi useful na courses, para lang madagdagan yung units. Alam mo yung ganon? So we pare it down to the basic essentials of what you need in the actual workforce, because the Swiss type of education is always known to be direct and intentional with purpose. Yung talagang, alam mo yon, yung you will get a job right away after you finish your degree. Yung ganun yung ano, direction ng mga courses that we design for you. Okay, next. Okay. I think we'll skip that part para hindi na masyadong magtagal. Values, skip that part as well. Okay. So, as I was mentioning earlier, this school is owned by a Filipina, and that's her, the beautiful Dr. Liz Nawi. So she actually was an Erasmus scholar a few years ago. She took her PhD in Nice, France. And after she got her PhD, then she started her dream of building her own school in Europe. So she is the first and only Filipina to own a school in Europe. And so far, we are continuing to expanding our partnerships. But before that, because as I said, it's a consortium of actually 3 schools at the moment. So we started with a social enterprise called Barcelona Center for Applied Sciences. Because nung dumating kami dito sa Barcelona, alam niyo yung the reality of it was, yung mga kababayan natin na gustong mag-aral para mapaganda yung buhay nila, they could not, because Espanyol lang yung medium of instruction. So para bang kahit gustuhin man nila, hindi sila makapag-upgrade. Halimbawa, nurse sila dito, hindi sila marunong mag-Espanyol, hindi sila makapag-aral para ma-convert yung nursing degree nila na ma-recognize din sila as a nurse dito. Or kahit mag-aral sila ng ibang course para yung at least yung job nila, office job, yung ganun ba. So ang reality is they end up as domestic workers. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that it's an underqualification. That is not what their academic background is supposed to be. But they end up stuck in that job na unhappy sila kasi sino ba naman ang pinag-aralan mo 4 na taon, ang mahal ng tuition, tapos domestic worker, di ba? Oh. So kahit gustuhin nila maging professional dito, walang opportunity mag-aral in English kasi it takes a while to be fluent in Spanish. So ayun, so we saw an opportunity for that there's a niche in the market na okay, pwede kaming mag-offer ng courses, nagawa namin ng paraan na mag-offer ng courses in English para maka-earn sila ng certification and then use this certification to upgrade themselves. Okay? So, awa naman ng Diyos, a lot of our graduates sa ISAS, for instance, ayun, nakakapagtrabaho sila. From domestic work, they're able to transition into hotels as, say, restaurant workers in the kitchen or in the reception, in the front desk, and other hospitality-related industry. O kaya naman, like me, in BICAS, I studied international business development para pag-aralan paano kung entrepreneurial ka, paano pag negosyante ka, alam mo na yung mga batas. Tinuturuan namin kung paano mag-set up ng business mo dito sa Spain, kung yun naman ang gusto mong path. Alam mo yung ganon. And so, for Filipinos interested to study here, we have actually collaborated with Sir Lorenzo and came up with 3 short-term courses. Bali, certification ito. Hindi ito gaya sa SSM na degree courses. Okay? However, they are also very relevant and useful if you decide to permanently stay here in Europe or in Spain in particular. Okay, so one of them is digital innovation in business. And then meron din tayong luxury hospitality and sustainable tourism. And meron din tayong healthcare management. So all of those po, non-degree courses po yun. And then it will allow you to stay legally in Spain to study for a year. Tapos, meron namang grace period yon. Like halimbawa, pag tapos na ba ako, kailangan alis na ako agad sa Spain. So maybe later I can expound on that further kung paano yung transition. Okay, next. So ito nga pala yung campus, but we actually added a new campus. I also sent the reel to you, Eliza, no, for new campus in case you want to show it later. We can also do that. Okay, so we are based in Barcelona, the capital of Catalonia, which is one of the progressive and wealthiest regions in Spain. Okay, at the time when Spain was having an economic crisis, ang Catalonia was one of those that were not really affected. Kasi ang daming industries dito, ang gagaling ng pag-manage ng city, maganda talaga siya. It's not only a touristic destination na maaaliw ka as a tourist, but it is also a very livable, breathing, and vibrant city. One of the best cities to live in the world. For me. And I've been here 9 years. So, meron naman siguro akong pinanggagalingan dyan. Okay, next please. Okay, so our campus is very accessible. It is right in the heart of the Poblenou district. So, itong Poblenou district is an up-and-coming district. Medyo, there's a lot of modern buildings na there because Spain is known for the old buildings, di ba? Yung mga 300, 600 years old buildings, marami kaming yan. Pero in this particular district, it's a bit modern because it is dubbed as the Silicon Valley of Barcelona or Spain. So it's called Arroba 22. So we are lucky to be in this prime location to put up a school amidst these companies like Facebook, Oracle, Amazon. They've all put up their headquarters in this area. So we are lucky to be counted as among one of these companies. Okay, next. Ayun na nga, ito na yung sinasabi ko na we are inside an innovation hub called Arroba 22. Okay. Next, please. Okay, so why Barcelona? Well, you can live anywhere in Spain. Ganun din naman ang mga rules. What applies to Barcelona also applies for the rest of Spain in terms of, immigration laws. However, let's say, for example, compared to the capital, Madrid. Madrid kasi is landlocked. Okay? Para siyang Tugigaraw na it's surrounded by valleys. Walang beach. Okay? But Barcelona prides itself with the tagline Mar y Montaña, meaning to say sea and the mountain. So on one side of Barcelona, you have the Mediterranean Sea. Ayan, nakikita niyong picture is just one of the beaches that we enjoy every summer. Hindi na ngayon, malamig na. Okay, and then we also have the mountain ranges of the Pyrenees. Ang border po namin sa kabilang bundok is France na po, di ba? Ang sosyal. So, the people, the lifestyle of the people from Barcelona is like while they like to indulge in aqua sports and, swimming and sunbathing, there is also a side that they like to go hiking, exploring nature, camping out in the wilderness kasi well protected po ang environment dito, and they even have air quality control, no? So if you're new here, baka may makita kayong mga little trucks dyan na nagro-roving. Tapos tinanong ko yung husband ko, ano ba yan? Oh, it's to measure kasi parang may antenna, ganyan. So it's to measure air quality daw. So ayun. So that's what makes living in Barcelona great. The progressive atmosphere in terms of economy and the financial aspect. No? So many job opportunities here. And of course, living is literally a breeze. Kasi andito ka lang, andyan lang, 15-minute walk lang, may beach na. And then 1 hour drive away, may bundok na. So many things to explore and to experience. You can have a Mediterranean lifestyle that you've been dreaming of. Healthy kasi ang Mediterranean diet. Tapos, ang climate namin healthy din. Saan ka pa? Okay, let's go to the next slide. Ayan. So, these are just some of the graduates, the alumni that we have. So, ISAS as the umbrella institution started in 2016, and then onwards we're only growing. We can only grow. We can only expand from here. Okay, continue. Okay, so yun nga yung explain ko kanina na from a social enterprise na ang desire namin is makatulong sa kababayan natin para hindi naman sila, mas stuck doon lang sa possibility of being domestic workers. Pwede nilang explore yung dreams nila dito. From that dream, nagkaroon ng ISAS, which is, ang difference naman ng ISAS is, hindi lang, online kasi siya, so hindi lang taga Barcelona ang pwede niyang ipag-aral. Nag-accept na kami from people all over Europe. Europe lang muna kasi European credit transfers lang yun eh. Okay, so yun. So ISAS was now accepting students from all over Europe, and we were offering blended learning, which was really not totally accepted before COVID. Yung 2019, when we introduced this blended learning na parang 50% online, 50% presential classroom, you have to understand na before COVID, pag sinabi mo, graduate ako sa online school, parang, totoo ba yan? Baka scam yan. Alam mo yung ganon. Meron pa tayong parang ganong bias against online learning. However, our entry into the market, ang galing ng timing, ang galing ni God. Kasi, hindi naman sabi na, uy, lagyan, hindi naman kami, ibig sabihin, napapasalamat sa COVID, Pero since andun na yung COVID, parang all the more, naging acceptable the kind of education that we were offering. So, na-force din kami na from 50% online learning, full on na, 100% online na. Kasi everybody was doing it. And, that sort of legitimized that brand of education that we were offering to the world. It validated us na, alam mo yon, yung meron ka pa ring matututunan kahit online learning yon. But moving on from that phase, we've expanded. So as we were, trying to adjust to the new normal after COVID, we also met good people who introduced us to a school in Rome called Swiss School of Management. And so we liked their philosophy, we liked the programs that they offered, and they also liked us apparently dahil inaward nila yung franchise kay Dr. Liz. So, and here we are now, we are operating 3 schools, proudly Filipino-run. Hindi naman 100%. Meron din naman kaming mga kasamahan na Banyaga and mga lokal din, mga Espanyol. And our Swiss School of Management is currently teaching. So we're running full-on Bachelor of Business Administration program. 3 years lang yan sa Europe. Sa Pinas, pag halimbawa nag-take ka ng commerce, gano'n, accountancy, 4 na taon yon, 5 taon. Here, it's only 3 years. Kasi nga very direct ang education dito eh. Wala nang mga daming palabok sa mga courses. Okay. And then we also have a master's degree program. That's only 1 year. So most masters in the Philippines kasi it's 2 years, diba? Here, we have a 1-year MBA. So pag interested ka din sa graduate studies, kasi halimbawa, meron ka nang natapos, so ayaw mo nang mag-aral ng mga non-certificate courses, then go for a graduate degree. Take your MBA with us. Kasi ang advantage naman ng being an alumni of Swiss School is ang dami mong parang co-alumni from all over the world because the network is so big. You know, may mga ka-SSM ka na taga Dubai, taga Bahrain, Cairo, Egypt, Milan, Rome, at marami pa. Baka may mga nakalimutan ako, magtampo. Okay? So, yun lang po. I don't know if there's more. Okay. So, ito yung mga pasikat namin. Nag-tour lang naman kami sa Egypt. Oh. Ano lang naman yan? Sphinx lang naman yan sa background namin. O, hanapin niyo ako dyan sa anak ko. Okay, and here are some of the events that we have in the school. So, we have our International Student Week, which includes touring the students around Barcelona. We do that po. Kasi learning naman is not limited to the classroom. Learning is experiential. Okay, next po. Ayun. Ito din, we are lucky enough that Dr. Liz is also the current president of the International Accreditation Council of Business Education sa Europe po. Okay, so marami po tayong affiliations dito sa Europe. Next po. Ayan. Ito yung mga pang-ano ng daga. So this is our esteemed admin team. We have Dr. Liz, myself, Susana, who is our career counselor. So when we have students who are, they need guidance, they don't know what course to take in life, we have a counselor to help shed light on what you really can get out of your life. And we have Graziella here, which is also an alumni. She also took her MBA from SSM and her International Business Development degree from ISAS. And she now has her own business. She has a cake and pastry business in Zurich, in Switzerland. Okay, next. Okay, these are some of our professors. Nadagdagan na po yan. Okay, but we make sure, kasi sa Europe po, bawal pong mag-teach ng university or college level pag hindi po kayo MBA. So all of these, including myself, because I'm also teaching at the moment with SSM, we are at least qualified professors with a master's degree, and then some of them even more, like doctors na sila, meron pang double doctorate pang iba dyan, and highly experienced, highly exposed, to so many markets in Europe. Meron nagtiteach sa Arabic market, Middle Eastern, Asian market, yun. So, it's a multicultural teaching environment that we offer. Next po. Okay. So, why SSM Barcelona or why ISAS? Why choose our school? It's because we offer customized education in small groups. So, actually po sa Spain, you are allowed, may law dito na you cannot overbook your class or overpopulate your class. Dapat 10 to 15 students lang po per classroom. So we really offer personalized education, no, in that sense. And then, yun na nga, as I mentioned earlier, matutuwa po kayo sa faculty nyo kasi iba-ibang lahi po. Like right now, meron kaming Nigerian. Kasi po, Barcelona is a cosmopolitan city. Ang dami pong iba-ibang tao from all over the world who love to live here, that their dream in life, ang goal lang nila talaga sa buhay is find a way to be able to live in Spain, in Barcelona in particular, And so we have a wealth of talent in terms of, hindi po kami we are not really short on on talented teachers because andyan lang sila sa tabi-tabi waiting for us to tap them on the shoulder and say, can you help us shape the minds and the future of our students? Yan po. Okay, yun na nga. Parang nag-a-advance ako dito ah. O, so yun na nga. We are multicultural and diverse. Next. Okay. So, mention ko lang that we are one of the safest cities in the world. We are constantly in the top 10 best livable cities in the world. Okay, ito pa, may mga pa-claim pa na best city daw kami. Hindi ako nagsabi niyan. Ibang tao. Okay, next po. Yan. We also have the school is internationally accredited. We are accredited by the Swiss government. IACBE, which is the International Association for Business Education, DEAC, which is Distance Education Accrediting Body, and so many others in Europe. Okay. In terms of employability and career development, because we offer a customized approach, not only do we give quality education, but we can actually focus and recognize the talent of each individual. You know, hindi kami yung school kasi na hala 600 students, 500 students, kasi you will lose focus there. You are not able to, you know, recognize talent and help them, mentor them na, o dapat dito ka na pa. For us, it's almost like second nature for us to do that. You know, even if we don't say it here on the presentation, ganun talaga kami with our students na, alam mo, mag-vlogger ka. Alam mo, better sa'yo ang career na ganito. Kasi ganito ka sa classroom eh. We do that on a daily basis. Okay, next. Meron pa ba? Okay. So at the Swiss School of Management and ISAS, we strive for excellence in international business education. Our unique Swiss pedagogy encourages students to develop professional and business-minded attitude as well as commitment to quality thinking. Ayun. Yun na nga. Napaka-iba kasi, ibang-iba kasi yung European approach. But hindi mo yun, you will not understand what I'm saying unless you're here. So come here and experience what I'm talking about. So, and with that, start your journey with us today. Ayun na ba? That's it? That's it? So,
okay,
I hope marami kang natutunan, but I'll be happy to take your questions if you want to clarify something.
Sige po. Well, una sa lahat, thank you so much, Miss Noemi, for sharing that presentation. Actually, ang daming tanong, no? Maraming pa-highlight din. Ayan. Siyempre, rest ka muna ng 1 minute. And guys, para sa mga viewers po natin, ayan, so update lang po natin kayo, no? What are the things that are really exciting about you becoming an international student in Barcelona, in Spain? Well, I like the idea na you mentioned earlier that Barcelona is one of the safest cities. Yan, so at least alam natin, importante, lalo na yung mga parents na nanonood sa atin ngayon, that they wanted to, diba, to send their kids na mag-aral sa Barcelona. And then, great city on earth. Diba? Gusto ko yung ganong declaration. So, ibig sabihin po, if you're looking for a great experience talaga na while you are studying, diba, nasa Barcelona ka. And we are very proud po, no, in behalf of the Visa Center, we are very proud of Dr. Liz becoming the first Filipina who owned a school in Europe. And nakakatuwa yan. And at least guys, aware tayo, no, Barcelona or Spain is also offering this type of education na more on direct yung approach nila. So it means that they are focused more on you becoming ready, diba, for an employment, yan, if in case. Pero these are some of the clarifications na gusto ko lang malaman una, Miss Noemi.
Go.
How about the qualifications? Meron ba tayong kailangan high school graduate? How about yung mga from old curriculum, yung mga kabatch ko? Diba?
Okay.
Sino yung mga pwede mag-enroll? Yan.
Okay. So kami, with the non-degree courses, we try to be as equitable and inclusive as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, meron pa ngang iba dyan. So, hindi lang kami focus na, oy, ano bang natapos mo? Kasi hindi naman sa Europe ganun. Minsan nga, you earn, yung ikaw na may double degree ka sa Pinas, mas maliit pa yung sweldo mo kesa sa yung boss mo na hindi nagtapos. Pero yung boss mo kasi, may experience. Okay? So, in the same light, we also consider yung work experience. Halimbawa, ma'am, high school graduate lang ako or hindi nga ako nakatapos wala nga akong high school diploma na maipresenta. Okay, so then we look at your experience. Ano ba yung work experience mo? Kasi life experience is also education. We believe in that.
Right.
So, meron kaming system na siniscale namin yung work experience and try to convert it into like, ano ba dito yung para bang may learning ito itong job niya na ito na 10 years siya dito na job, ano ba ang equivalency nito if we convert that say to a college degree o baka worth 1 year of college ito, parang gano'n, parang meron kaming scale to determine that, and with that you can advance. So don't worry so much about yung qualifications mo. We are very inclusive in that regard.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, ayan na buhay na ang hope ng lahat kasi nga hindi ganun ka-strict na when it comes to qualification. But don't worry, our team will also assist you guys when it comes to your visa application. Okay, just talking about ma'am, mostly kasi kapag international student, may requirement na language test, di ba? For Australia and Canada, although most of the school are wini-waive nila yung Filipino for an IELTS. Dito ba sa Spain, is there some certification, language certification na kailangan or ano po yung rules?
Spain itself, like sa consul, wala naman. But since the medium of instruction for the school, yung school talaga namin is in English, we try to at least maka B2. Ang English level mo is B2. However, pag halimbawa, sasabihin nila, and this is very common in our Swiss School of Management, kasi we do receive, alam mo naman sa Europe, ang mga Europeans, they don't really speak English. An average European can speak 5 languages, but they're not that good in English. So, parang typical, normal dito na nagsiswitch ng French to German to pero ang English nila, very poor din. Alam mo yung ganon? So, hindi kami super particular na na-mispronounce yung word. Basta nagkakaintindihan lang, naintindihan yung lesson. So, if silang proficiency test na mapapakita sa amin, halimbawa IELTS or TOEFL, we do the test ourselves. We do the assessment ourselves through a candidate interview. And then from there, yes, ako po ang gumagawa nun. So, pag na-determine ko na, okay, comprehension naman niya is okay, hindi siya mahirapan mag-communicate with the teacher, naintindihan niya yung mga lessons, yung theories, then we're good. We're good with that. So, ganun lang naman siya ka-basic.
So, ito lang additional thing, no? Kasi syempre alam natin kapag Barcelona kasi yung language talaga na ginagamit is Espanyol. Okay.
And Catalan.
And Catalan?
Yes.
Okay.
Kasi, later on, I'll explain.
Kasi po, I just wanted to clarify since as per sa aming caption, na international students are allowed to work part-time for 30 hours per week.
Yes.
So I wanted to know, is there a way that our international student will also be introduced to this language like Spanish and Catalan? Kasi for them sa community.
Merong mga free Spanish and Catalan courses all over the city. Mag-enroll, kailangan na sila mag-register. But when I say free, hindi naman siya totally free. Meron ka sigurong 10 euros, which is equivalent to mga 600, less than 1,000 pesos. Or at most, hindi na yun aabot ng 100 euros na tuition. Kumbaga tuition. Sobrang mura, affordable na. Kasi, we believe kahit yan, social enterprise, pag binigay mo totally free ang education, wala din silang motivation to pursue it.
Correct. Walang pinaghihirapan sila kasi wala naman sila.
Kasi hard-earned money nila yon. So, alam mo yun, pag nahirapan, naipit sila sa schedule, pag wala naman silang tuition, ang dali-dali nilang stop.
Correct.
Pero pag nagbayad ka ng tuition, nabayad na ako, bigat, di ba? So, ipo-pursue mo talaga. Ganun ang psychology natin yata eh. As sa education. But anyway, so yun na nga, marami yon. May public, meron ding private. Kung gusto mo na, ayaw mo ng schedule na hindi mo kaya yung schedule ng public education. But when you get here, there's so many ways that the government has programs to help you transition. You know, to make your life, to normalize na parang you fit right in, ganon.
Pero talking about yung number of hours ng pagpunta nila sa school, since I mentioned nga na they are allowed to work part-time naman kasi yung advantage nun is because it can help them to pay with their tuition fee, yung accommodation nila, food and transportation. Pero how many hours are they are required to attend sa school?
Usually, so the beauty of the style in this type of school is open enrollment kami. So hindi kami yung semestral.
Or per intake ganyan. Per season.
So yung traditional school kasi sa Pilipinas, we do 2 semesters a year, di ba? So within 6 months, it's the same course that you study for 6 months. So parang nagmi-meet lang kayo 1 hour per day. 'Di ba? Dito kasi it's much more intensive. So I think yung retention mo of the knowledge is better. Kino-compare ko lang kasi I also studied in the Philippines. I got my bachelor's in the Philippines. So parang dito naman, nung nagma-masters ako na ganito yung mode na by module, so usually what we do is, for a BBA student, he will get like 1 or 2 subjects per day. And one subject is like 3 hours. So one session is 3 hours. Tapos that's only divided into 8 sessions. So usually you will have 2 to 3 meetings in a week. Tapos matatapos na yung module in 1 month. Tapos ibang module naman.
Okay. So hindi siya sabay-sabay.
Hindi siya
so
sabay-sabay.
makaka-focus ka talaga sa module mo lang and then pag natapos yun, another module. That's nice.
That's the Swiss approach. Parang pagbutihan mo muna to. Halimbawa, finance. Kailangan master mo yung finance. Hindi gaya sa atin na pitong subjects mo, 7 lessons mo, sabay-sabay. Hindi mo kasi nagigets yung, ang nanotice ko sa ganyang approach kasi, yung approach sa Swiss is, para bang, mas may time ka na, ano ba yung, natatanong mo yung self mo na, ano ba yung learning dito? At saka we learn by doing. Meron talagang practical, hindi puro theory na, ipapastand ka ng teacher mo, ipapabasa. Alam mo yung gano'n? Kahit college, ganyan pa rin sila eh. Dito talaga, no. You present. First day of class, mag-present, ha? Paano ba? Bahala ka dyan, aralin mo yan. Parang gano'n ba? Parang they throw you in the...
Very nice. Kasi nga yung focus nga talaga nila, at least focus ka muna sa isang subject o sa isang module. And then that's it. Next naman, move forward na sa next na module naman. Okay. Now, the most sensitive question is tuition fees. Ayan. So, pag-usapan natin, kasi unang-una po, are they required to pay for the whole year ng course nila or may installment tayo?
May installment. Siyempre, Pilipino ang owner. Sanay tayo sa gives.
Sige, baka mag-i-enroll ako
ikaw na nga hinihintay namin dito para may host din kami dito. So yun, we are basta important lang kasi sa amin, especially those who apply for a visa, they would need to show proof kasi of financial capacity. So we've had this experience with not really Filipino, but we have a lot of Nepalese, Pakistani, and Indian students applying. Yung mga students that do not pay the full, kasi we don't require full year tuition, no? Or complete tuition. Pero nare-reject sila. Yun ang karanasan nila. Oo. Oh, but I think we require maybe 30%, 25-30% of the total tuition as the enrollment requirement. Tapos yun yung ibibigay, yun lang kung ano yung binayad mo as enrollment fee, yun lang din naman ang i-issue namin, yun ang i-reflect namin sa admission letter mo, which you will submit to the embassy.
Correct.
Diba?
So at least pay sila muna ng 30% ng tuition fee. It's because it's needed.
Tapos dito na natin pag-usapan pagdating mo, paano yan? Maghahanap ka ba ng work or something? So at least andito ka na. Madali na lang yun. But what most of the people, so ito yung realidad, no? Pag taga third world country ka talaga, no? Sorry to use the word. Yung Spanish consulate or embassy sa country nyo, they're very dubious. Hindi na to babalik. Mag-i-illegal to, magti-TNT to, ganon. That's why they reject. So what we found out is yung mga students from Nepal, Pakistan na nagpe-pay ng full year, mas malaki yung chance nila na hindi ma-reject.
So I think we have to also apply that to our kababayan. Now, how much?
Tayo doon
Ano yung pinaka-affordable na tuition fees natin?
Okay. With the non-degree courses that we are customizing for the visa center only. Okay, so exclusive yan. Walang ibang kailangan sa visa center muna kayo bago kayo maka-avail ng courses na ito. Hindi namin to i-offer to anybody, to kay Sir Lorenzo lang. Okay? So for this degree, hindi ko pa alam ang price list nito. Okay. I'm pretty sure reasonable, but dito kasi sa Swiss School of Management, because it's a franchise, wala kaming control sa pricing.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah, kasi we pay their royalties, ganon. So, for example, yung aming tuition fee na 1 full year is 8,050 euro. Sa ano to ha, bachelor's degree. So tapos
yung euro po this is like tama, euro kasi I'm thinking about pounds. Magkaiba pala yan.
Times 60. Times 60 yata ngayon, 64. Ganun.
Yeah, so at least guys, do your math kasi maganda rito, no? That's the approximation of the tuition fee that you need to prepare. Kasi magandang payo yun coming from Miss Noemi. So they will, for sa school side, they are just requiring you guys to pay for the 30% ng inyong tuition fee para
mga 3,000 lang. Ang hindi naman lang, no? Malaking pera din yan. Pero we're only requiring 3,250 as enrollment fee. Tapos yung balance nun, staggered na in a few installments.
I think yan sa team natin, I don't know, Emily is still watching. Can we do the math, Miss Emily? How much is that? Yung approximation natin, yung 8,050 in Philippine money. Kasi at least may comparison sila. Kasi pa nag-aral pa tayo sa Australia. Di ba, magkano yung tuition fee compared to Canada, compared to Spain? Kasi nga dito sa Spain, well, itong kagandahan kasi kina Miss Noemi, no? Kasi nga, it really depends kung anong kailangan mo. Gusto mo lang ba ng 1 year? Or gusto mo din talaga kasi marami nga mga OFW who are already professionals and they don't want to study again. So, ang best option for them is to take master's degree. So, at least alam natin, may masteral din silang ino-offer. Ayan, and yun yung kagandahan nun. Okay? So, balikan natin yun mamaya.
It's about 500,000 pesos.
Okay. So, 500,000 lang. So, mas less siya. Mas mura siya compare sa iba.
Hindi ko kasi alam sa Australia, ganun ba? Mas mura ba yung sa amin? O, di mas maganda.
Fully paid na ang iyong tuition fee. Diba? Wait ako okay. Ayan, kasi dumating na yung delivery namin. Umorder kami ng sasakyan from Barcelona. Hindi, joke lang.
Wow!
Okay, Ma'am Noemi, ito na. I have few question na lang. Kasi at least na nabibigyan natin, guys, no, ng linaw para sa mga viewers natin. Now, when it comes to qualification, maluwag sila. When it comes to English test, hindi nyo kailangan mag-super galing sa English. Okay? Don't worry po sa Miss Noemi na mismo. Guys, si Miss Noemi, she is really from the school, okay? Hindi siya yung parang third party.
Alumni din ito. Product
ng SSM. Anyway, accommodation, Miss Noemi, kasi for sure, diba? Paano do we have like student support for our international student na Ma'am Noemi, paano yan? Wala akong kamag-anak dyan. May way ba na matulungan niyo ako? Kasi siyempre galing pa ako ng Philippines or ng Middle East. Ano po yung maitutulong natin sa kanila?
So, yung I mentioned earlier na meron kaming additional, may bago kaming campus. So, we moved into a newly built facility na at the same time, so we have the classroom there, pero yung actual building talaga is really a student residence.
Okay.
Pero itong student residence na to parang hotel. May Starbucks.
Naku, magkano kayong monthly nga?
O yun. So since in-house kami, we are teaching, our campus is within the student housing facility. We can facilitate, we can recommend them for you, but hindi naman kailangan, it's not a package deal na, pag na-enroll kayo sa kanila. You can choose according to your budget. But this is the latest and I think the most expensive student housing in Barcelona right now. Kasi saan ka nakakita
prime talaga eh.
Tsaka saan ka nakakita ng student housing, may rooftop pool, may bar. Ang ganda talaga ng campus. We've only been there 1 month pa. Kasi we started classes October pa lang eh. Hindi pa nga tapos. So yun.
Okay.
Siguro mga 1.5 yan a month. 1.2 to 1.5 a month. Depending on like double occup, kung may ka-roommate ka, ganon. But there's housing is safe, 24/7 security. Tapos hindi na yung students, hindi na maglilinis. Merong
meron na.
Parang hotel. Tapos parang, may study area ka. May kitchen. May sarili kang kitchen in your room.
Okay. Sige ma'am, so dahil pinag-uusapan natin yung expenses, how much po yung minimum wage sa Barcelona mismo for them to have an idea?
Okay. I think mababa siya compared to countries in Europe. But then again, pag naging citizen ka na ng Spain, citizen ka na ng Europe.
Okay.
So, pwede ka nang lumipat to other countries that might offer you better pay. I mean, that's the way I see it, no? But kung Spain lang talaga, although mababa yung salary, I think ang minimum wage ngayon is 950. Minimum yun, ha?
Oh, per hour?
Hindi po, 950 a month.
A month. Kaya nag-comment ako, sabi ko, Emily, labas mong calculator. Parang ang laki nun, ha?
950 euro a month. Hindi yun, for me, it's not high compared to Switzerland is like, minimum nila is 5,000 francs. Sa amin, sobrang baba. However, ang quality of, ang living expense naman is mababa din. At saka, hindi kami, quality of life, parang nababalanse ba? Na hindi naman din ganun kamahal. Tapos, mas marami kang time for yourself dito. Hindi kami ngarag.
Ma'am Noemi, ito kasi lalo na po no, sa OFW, dito kasi kasama na nila ang family nila eh. So now, how about if they become an international student sa Barcelona? Are they allowed to bring their family ba? O may option?
Yun ang na-discuss namin with Sir Lorenzo when he was here, no? Na,
kasi ayaw nila maghiwalay kasi baka mamaya may gawing milagro ang iniwan ng asawa.
Ayun na nga. So kami, we don't recommend doing the, wala kasing ganun sa Spain na, hindi gaya sa Canada na pwedeng dalhin, i-petition yung family as a student. So kami, we can only give out yung admission letter for the student alone. At saka, I think at the moment, walang offer ang government, ang Spain mismo, ng ganitong program. Oo. So kami din, limited lang din kami kung ano yung option ng government. Kung meron, okay. Pero kami kasi, ang responsibility lang namin is yun lang student. We cannot, guarantee or offer, pwede mo dalhin ang pamilya mo, hindi. Walang ganun sa Spain.
At least, ito kaya, guys ha. Pero maganda kay Miss Noemi, transparent, huwag tayong umasa. Pero syempre guys, titingnan natin yung mga option later on. Kasi syempre kung 1 year ka lang naman mag-aaral doon, ano pa yung way that later on you can also bring your family. Sabi nga natin sa introduction natin kanina, it is also a pathway to permanent residency and citizenship. Gusto ko lang to i-highlight. I just like to mention this na Ma'am Noemi, of course, also to Dr. Liz. Thank you so much for the breakthrough na ginawa nyo for Filipino na nasa Barcelona, nasa Spain. Kasi di ba, ang daming mga domestic helpers natin na nandyan. Now they have the option na to level up yung kanilang status. Because kapag nakapag-aral sila sa SSM, di ba? Yes. So they have the opportunity to work na sa hospitality industry. So you are bringing the Philippine flag.
Trying to uplift. Kasi ang point talaga noon was like ang dami dito undocumented. So sinasabi namin, habang hinihintay mo yung legal papers mo, mag-aral ka para nung legal ka na, pwede ka na mag-work sa hotel o ready ka na. Siyempre, alam nga naman, doon ka pa maghahanda. Diba?
Pwede ba natin pwede kong i-refer yung storya ni Dr. Liz and then the school sa media. Kasi I'm connected with, with media in the Philippines. Na, I think I just love the story. Yes. Yung inspiration.
Success story talaga siya, Junie.
Iba yung feeling ko ngayon, nakaka-proud. At nakakaiyak sa
from the ground up. You should be able, you should talk to her. Andun kasi siya sa Milan siya ngayon, may conference.
Pupunta ako ng Milan tomorrow. Hindi, joke lang.
Sige. Ay, uuwi na siya the next day. Hindi na kayo mag-aabot. At saka may Jollibee sa Milan, May Jollibee kami.
Kaya nga Ayun. So at least guys, di ba? At saka syempre, dahil nasa Barcelona ka na, I think we have to mention this. So kapag international student ka sa Spain, so tama ma'am, no, that's under Schengen visa.
Schengen.
Correct?
Schengen.
Yeah.
Schengen, correct ko yan kasi maraming nagkakamali dyan.
Yun yung saray ko Schengen.
Schengen. Yung Shenzhen kasi is China. China yun. City yun sa China. Ang Schengen kasi is a city in Luxembourg. It's a city in Luxembourg where they signed the treaty for EU countries.
That's the story behind it.
Yes.
Okay.
Schengen. We pronounce it Schengen. Kasi city siya sa Luxembourg.
Pero this means, since di ba naka-international student visa sila, considered yan as parang Schengen visa, then where they are allowed to travel to these 20+ countries.
Yes. Freedom of movement then.
Yan saya, no? Mataki mo parang, sabi mo, parang ilang oras ka lang, ilang days ka lang mag-aaral in a week. Then you can go to Italy, you can go to Austria.
Even Switzerland. Kasi meron namang mga hindi EU countries, pero allowed ka to visit as an EU, as a Schengen visa holder. So halimbawa, hindi naman part ang Switzerland doon, pero I don't need visa to go to Switzerland.
At saka by land lang. Di ba? By land lang yung...
by train.
By land.
Ang kagandahan niya dyan, ang isa sa mga parang recreational activities dito, may mga Pinoy dito, may mga pabiyahe sila, alam mo, mga entrepreneurial ang Pinoy. May pabiyahe sila. So, merong mga posible yon na magbe-breakfast, magkakape ka sa Spain, tapos doon ka mag-lunch sa France. Kasi border na tatawid ka. Tapos, doon ka mag-dinner sa Andorra. Independent country yon. Ibang country yon. Pero magkalapit lang yung tatlo. You can tour that whole thing. You can do 3 countries in 1 day. Tapos balik ka pagkagabi, balik ka ng Spain. Pwede yun.
Nice. Okay, affordable lang tuition fee, Filipino-owned company, Filipino-owned school. Maraming Filipino community na in the area. Like I said, safest city. Huwag na tayo matakot sa English test, okay? Kasi hindi na siya super required.
Well, hindi naman din sila marunong mag-English dito.
Okay.
Mas magaling pa tayo mag-English sa totoo lang.
Okay, so Ma'am Noemi, ang aking last question is, yung opportunity for our kababayan, let's say if they'll be studying there for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, whatever yung option na makuha nila, ano yung opportunity for them later on, or how can school help them na ma-associate sila in getting a job or work visa or yung OJT na tinatawag, para at least, graduate ako from Barcelona, from Swiss School of Management in Barcelona, and I also have experience. So they are after with the education, but at the same time, most of our clients are after then with the experience na makapagtrabaho dyan. Meron bang tinatawag na parang OJT, actual work while they are studying, or meron bang option ng visa that they can extend after international student visa?
Okay, so I will touch on the last question muna. So at the end of your, syempre kasi sa admission letter mo, nakalagay dyan when you start and when you end. Okay, so on the date, on the official date that you're gonna end your studies, na nakalagay sa admission letter mo, you have 6 months grace period. So to stay in Spain. So kahit technically pasok na yung stay mo based on your admission, may 6-month grace period ka kasi pwede nga naman ikaw maghahanap ka pa ng work, baka kasi gusto mo magstay. Legal yon, you can do that.
Okay.
But, so swerte ka if within 6 months or while you're doing your study, nagne-network ka na, you did your homework and you're lucky enough to find a job that you can use so that they can petition you, they can give you a vida laboral, as we call it, or as a contract para
labor visa.
Sorry?
Pag kayo nagbabanggit ng labor laboral, parang napaka-social.
Hindi. Ganun talaga, vida laboral. So parang record mo yun record ng employment mo yon. Isa yun sa hahanapin sa iyo na okay, work ka status para employment status. So yun, once meron ka na nun, kumbaga merong company na willing mag-sponsor sa iyo and give you those documents, more or less you can then process, no? So ita-transition mo yung student visa mo into a work visa or residence visa.
So at least guys, malinaw no, we understand kasi those who are just focused on attaining, 'di ba, yung kanilang educational profile, 'di ba? So iba pa rin. So good news to sa may mga tao kasi na gusto talaga nilang mag-build ng super strong educational background nila. Hindi sila tumitigil mag-aral kasi to be honest, yun nga sinasabi ni Ma'am Noemi, kapag naka-master's degree ka kasi talaga, lalo na sa abroad, ganyan sa kanila, pwede kang magturo. It's easier for you to get a job kapag nasa master's degree ka na or higher pa yung pwede mong i-attain. So may mga taong ganyan. But if you only have the plan talaga of staying pa longer in Barcelona, in Spain, then ito nga, mayroon tayong sinasabing 6 months grace period bago ka lumabas ng bansa. So take that time to find a job, and maybe if you're lucky enough, since ang mga courses naman or programs na ino-offer naman ng SSM is ito yung mga in demand sa community ngayon. So it means maraming company are looking for applicants or employees na with that background. So yun lang yun. Miss Noemi, alam ko kulang sa atin ang 2 hours sa sarap ng kwentuhan natin. You
can invite me again if you want. Anytime. We'll be happy to help, support. We support the Visa Center all the way.
Sige po, so ini-message na lang of encouragement and inspiration para sa mga future international student natin in Spain. Yan, bago tayo magpaalam.
So, i-encourage ko yung the love for learning, no? More than the financial reward or better life. Siyempre, yun naman ang end goal of a good education. Pero, nakita ko talaga ang value ng European education, yung exposure mo sa ibang way of thinking pag nag-abroad ka, pag nag-study ka abroad. Ibang-iba. In fact, ma-appreciate mo yung pag-aaral mo sa Pilipinas pag andito ka na. So, maganda yung background na nag-study ka sa Pinas, pero i-enhance mo pa yun. I-enrich mo pa yun with this kind of experience na iba talaga din yung nag-aral ka sa ibang bansa, sa Europe, it brings a different mindset to the table. You become a more tolerant person, mas exposed ka, mas naintindihan mo yung kapwa-tao mo. So, personal aspect yan, self-personal development. Tapos sa financial development naman, or improvement ng way of living mo, ang iba kasi, pag nag-migrate sila to Canada, to the US, alam nila talaga what they're getting into. They struggle with debt, 2 to 3 jobs. So marami silang pera but they don't have time to enjoy their life. Tapos nababaon sila sa utang because the lifestyle of the people sa mga ganyang countries is they look for credit score. So kailangan mong mag-utang para maka-loan. Alam mo yung gano'n?
Para magkaroon ka ng credit score. Kasi kapag wala kang utang, wala kang credit card, wala kang loan, hindi nila alam yung history mo, no, of your profile.
It's really how they are. So, ikaw, kahit hindi ka pala utang, pero sinong Pinoy ba ang hindi nangungutang? Parang nagtatrive ka doon, nagtatrive ka sa system na sinasanay kang mangutang.
Pero kasi sa mga totoo naman yun, lalo na sa mga entrepreneurs, you need to have at least standing talaga, mga, like katulad niyan, may credit card ka, kasi minsan kailangan to, no? That's good. Miss, wag ka muna mag-goodbye. May 3 question lang dito.
Sure.
From Marky, sabi niya, I enrolled at SSM and I was graduated here in Dubai. Same lang po ba dyan sa YouTube?
Yes. We have the same module, same program. So, you are issued the same diploma po. So, kung gusto mong, I don't know kung ano ang course mo sa SSM Dubai.
Oo, pwede ba siya magtuloy? Kasi advantage na ba yan na nakapag-aral na siya sa SSM Dubai? And then,
mas hindi kami... Oo. Pag product namin, so syempre, wala nang interview. Alam mo yung gano'n, yung iba kasi...
parang gusto nila ma-experience na hindi in Barcelona.
Oo. Easier.
Ayan, good. Another one we have from Ana Victoria. Do you accept student for bachelor's degree from Philippines? Ayan, nasagot na pala natin yung kanina.
Yes po. If qualified naman kayo, you can submit your transcript. Kung hindi kayo graduate, so ito yung kanina na, hindi kayo nakatapos ng college degree, pwede namin kasi yun i-evaluate alongside your work experience. So we can credit your work experience and check if enough ba yun to, to be an equivalent of certain units na i-classify ka namin as a high school graduate. Kasi ang Spain, meron din parang middle school, international, bachillerato international or IB. So, parang extra 2 years. So, 4 years high school plus extra 2 years. But ganun na rin naman tayo.
Parang free college nila.
Yes.
Anyway, ito parang may internal question. I think this is connected with you, no? So may question po ako, okay, hindi ko naintindihan. Until now, is not totally clear to me. I graduated already here in Dubai through SSM. Magagamit po ba siya kahit sa Pinas yung diploma or kailangan po ipa-credit ko muna dito?
It will depend on the school sa Pinas. Hindi ko yan siya masasagot ng general yes or no. Depends on the school in Pinas, but I don't think sa Philippines may problema ka dyan. Kung dito naman, kung gagamitin mo yung diploma mo sa SSM sa Europe, kung mag-enroll ka sa SSM right away for a higher degree, no problem, no questions asked. Ang problema mo dyan is if you go to a public college or university, not only will they will ask for like meron kasi silang exam, but the medium of instruction sa entrance exam ng public university dito is Catalan and Spanish. Catalan is like the local language. So mas mahirap 'yon kasi hindi mo alam. Yun ang advantage ng SSM kasi we are a private university. So, pwede kaming mag-offer ng medium of instruction na English. That's why it's attractive to people who are outside, who are non-Spanish, who want to live in Barcelona. Parang head start nila ba na habang nag-learn sila ng Spanish, ay pwede pala akong mag-stay dito as a student, mag-aral ako sa isang English-speaking school. Parang gano'n.
Ayan. So guys, ha, at least alam natin na kapag sinabi nating Barcelona, at least po, ang SSM is a Filipino-owned and English yung kanilang language of teaching.
Yes.
So, kayong ikaka-worry doon, hindi siya requirement na Miss Noemi, no, na kailangan meron silang certificate that they can speak in Catalan or in Spanish.
No. Meron kaming requirement ng proof of English proficiency, pero pag wala ka naman noon, you don't need to pay extra just to have the test. I can just schedule an interview with you and I will assess if your level of English is enough. Alam mo yung ganun. So hindi siya official test, pwedeng ako lang din kasi through experience, syempre malalaman mo na din. Kasi nagti-teach din naman ako na naku, mahihirapan ito. It's not to...
Parang hindi siya nakakatakot na teacher. Kasi di ba kapag college na kasi parang teka lang. Parang ganun. Parang somehow, alam niyo yun, parang open na open ka lang just to listen to her and learn. Hindi yung tipong matatakot.
Medyo strict ako sa Pinas. Pero that approach kasi is not applicable here. Walk-outan ka. Alam, ang mga students kasi dito, they're very adult mag-isip. Hindi sila yung atid sundo. Very independent. So when you study in college, you might also be working already. You know, you could be self-supporting kasi you can have a job here even if you're a college student. Hindi gaya sa Pinas na napaka-sheltered ng mga bata.
Oo, tayo kasi, well, anyway, totoo yun. I think that's the thing that I learned sa abroad is that once you become adult kasi, parang you take good care of yourself na. Parang you have to be independent.
Ang tingin namin sa each other is colleague. Hindi ako yung mom na, dito ako. Hindi talaga. So when we deal with the students is as a learner, not na inferior sa akin.
Okay, isingit ko lang to. Sabi ni Rowan, sabi niya, nagtatanong nga siya ng courses. So at least alam natin for the courses, ma'am, or the program, we have hospitality, we have healthcare, we have digital innovation on business. So, pwede kayo mamili doon. Pero aside from that, ma'am, Noemi, do you have other programs mo ba or courses? Kasi baka iba kapag master's degree, paano yung communicate na lang yun sa amin.
Oo. Meron kami, yun na nga, for yung Swiss school, degree courses lang talaga yon. So, yun, Bachelor of Business Administration. So, bachelor's degree yon. And then, kung gusto mo shorter, pwede din naman master's, MBA. So 1 year yung MBA. Kasama na dun yung Viva Voce, yung defense mo.
Ayan. Okay, so guys, kung gusto nyo mag-aral sa Barcelona, ayan. So ito na yung opportunity nyo.
May natutunan ka today, Junie. Barcelona.
Ano nga ulit yung Sanjen?
Schengen po.
Schengen, okay. Schengen visa. Yeah, yes. Sobrang dami kayo mag-enjoy mo as a student. You can support your studies. Low ang cost of living. Maganda ang kanilang accommodation. You can
travel around Europe.
Around Schengen region. Countries. At marami pang iba. Okay, an opportunity for you to later on be qualified for permanent residency and citizenship later on. So, Ma'am Noemi, on behalf of the Visa Center po, thank you so much for joining us sa iyong morning sa aming Facebook Live. Yeah.
Oo. I would, in behalf of Dr. Liz, also, she would have loved to be here. Meron na talaga siyang nakaschedule na conference, no? But you can also invite her. If you,
sure, yes. Better.
Maganda din na you hear the story from her, how she started this from the ground up. And matutuwa kayo. So, sobra kayo magiging proud that we have somebody like that here in Europe.
Ayan.
So, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy to be here. Have a good day, everyone. Enjoy your weekend.
All right. Thank you po. Okay, so yan guys, si Ma'am Noemi Catuin, she is the head of administration. So isang nakaka-proud na kwento ito no sa mga viewers natin. Kasi nga, this is a Filipino pride in Europe, di ba? So we have a Filipino-owned school. Yan, and yung administrator nila is a Filipina. Kaya nga naman yung understanding nila of our need as an international student abroad, plus syempre yung mga pangarap natin mga Pilipino, yung history ng family natin, yung educational setup nila, they totally understand us. So it's easy for them to assist tayo okay, na matuloy natin na makapag-aral din tayo as international student in Barcelona, Spain. Ayan. Ngayon naman, lipat tayo. Hindi ko alam kung kakailanganin ko ba si Emily. Diba? Kasi parang, hindi. Kakanta kasi si Emily. I-welcome muna natin siya. Hello, Emily! And good afternoon!
Hello, Sir Judy. Good afternoon. And yan, morning din sa inyo sa UAE, no? So, hello, Philippines.
Tutok tayo sa kwentuhan with Ma'am Noemi.
Yes, enjoy ko nga kayo nasa backstage ako, Sir Judy. No? So, talagang sabi ko, ang galing naman ng ganitong discussion. Di ba? May natutunan tayo. At the same time, nagkakaroon tayo ng knowledge din in terms sa pag apply po ng international student to Spain. So bago ito sa ating mga services na ino-offer ni The Business Center.
Nakakatuwa ito, parang story time tayo kasi guys, tagalin lang natin yung comment. Nakakatuwa ito para sa mga viewers natin kasi guys, di ba, ang kagandahan nito kasi personally pumunta ang may-ari ng The Business Center sa Spain just to meet itong kababayan natin who owned the school, di ba, na sobrang pasok na pasok siya sa mga qualifications natin, sa mga need natin, sa mga future plans natin. So this really opens an opportunity for our kababayan na mapunta naman sila sabay tayo, Emily, sa Barcelona.
Barcelona. Actually, Sir Junie, when we meet Dr. Elizabeth and Miss Noemi, actually this course kasi is implemented or ginawa talaga siya sa mga demand talaga ng mga Filipino. Yung specific course talaga na mga kailangan. Kasi di ba, based sa mga experience natin, Sir Junie, yung common na applicant natin, ano ba yung mga nagiging common na course na kinukuha nila. Di ba? So, ito po ay ginawa talaga yung course.
So, design siya for us, Filipino.
Yes, for Filipino.
Kaya pala hospitality, healthcare.
Luxury, hospitality. Health management. Kasi di ba, namin natin mga mga healthcare professionals dito. Yan, of course, pagdating din sa business, mga IT, ayan, of course, yung mga business course, and the same time, sa mga hospitality po, ginawa siyang luxury. Kumbaga, level up po talaga siya ng hospitality course.
Oh, that's nice. Ito guys, kayo sa lahat ng mga viewers natin dyan, if you are either working in that industry or if you have family and friends nasa kanyang industry and they are really looking for an opportunity na madagdagan pa ang kanilang profile when it comes to their education, magkaroon sila ng internationally acknowledged qualification, then ito na yung opportunity nyo. So, Miss Emily, para sa mga viewers natin, especially sa mga late tuners natin, ayan, can you discuss, ayan, para at least enumerate natin, what are their benefits kapag naging international student sila sa Barcelona, Spain?
Okay. So first thing, Sir Junie, in terms sa mga benefits sa pagiging international student in Spain, no IELTS requirements, no need na mag-take ng English proficiency. Since na-mention nga ni Miss Noemi po na hindi naman talaga ang nature nila or yung communication is English. So we have the Spanish or the Catalan na na language nila. And alam naman natin ng mga Filipino po, some other part ng countries natin dito, may dialect sila ng Spanish, yung Chabacano.
Oo,
naiintindihan natin. Yes, yan from Zamboanga. So, naiintindihan natin ng konti pagdating sa mga language po ng Spanish po.
Parang kunting-kunting adjustment na lang.
Yes, the same time.
Ang daming lumaki sa Marimar, maraming lumaki sa, di ba, ang daming mga Spanish movies.
Yes po, ayan. So, yan, di ba, napasta subaybayan natin yan, ano? Then, aside from no English requirements, they can work part-time up to 30 hours.
Yes, ang mahaba yun.
Habang nag-aaral sila. Then, ang course pala natin, Sir Junie, with SSM under ng ISAS po is 3 to 4 days lang po siya per week. So, maximum is 3 hours. So, they can do the part-time nila up to 30 hours. And the same time po, while they're studying po, they can learn immersive po Spanish language through communicating po sa mga locals, natututo po yung mga international student natin.
At saka yung location nila parang Silicon Valley, so I believe maraming mga companies na doon.
Yes, yung mga headquarters nga po ng Google and Amazon. So in terms po sa paghahanap din ng part-time, maganda po. And of course, alam ba natin, Sir Junie, na yung Spain po is one of the countries in Europe po na with natural light. O, di ba? Mag-bloom ka talaga, kaganda ang future mo. And of course, maraming outdoor activities po silang ginagawa. Like hiking, sailing, mountain climbing, ayan. So, it's part din po na ginagawa po ng mga international student natin. And of course, yun, you can easy access po all 26 European countries.
Yun!
Student, kung gusto mo mag-travel, habang naka-third break kayo or summer break na in Spain, you can travel po sa ibang Schengen countries.
Schengen.
And of course, this is also pathway po for permanent residency and for Spanish citizenship. So kung gusto natin, and of course, kung gusto mo lipat na ibang countries po, possible po tayo, no? After graduation, entry ka na ibang countries, pwede po. We can access for that.
So at least ito kasi alam natin. Kasi tsaka alam natin talaga na pwede siya for permanent residency. Although iba kasi yung storya no, ni Ma'am Noemi, kasi siya kasi parang she's married to a Dutch national, which is allowed siya
mag-travel talaga,
Europe. So, parang somehow medyo, well, that can be one of the pathway. Pwede nyo rin gawin yun, di ba? Pero we don't suggest, not unless you're really, truly, deeply, madly in love with Barcelona. Diba? Pero, at least ang opportunity later on for permanent residency doon, ayan, so we can also, at least nakikita natin na they can also stay there. Kasi diba, sabi nga, yung isang faculty nila doon sa presentation niya, she's also a Filipina, she's already teaching there. Yan, si Dr. Liz, nandun na sila. So, ibig sabihin talaga yung opportunity, guys, na malaman nyo yung qualification nyo on how to become a permanent resident. Definitely, no, si Miss Emily and our team can help you. Pero, iba pa rin kasi that this Filipino, di ba, working under sa ISAS, or dito sa SSM, is, alam nila yung process. Okay, sila mismo yung mag-guide sa ating doon.
Yes.
Ayun. Okay. So, ayan guys, so nakikita natin ngayon when it comes to qualifications, di ba, Miss Emily, sobrang daming, parang check lahat, kasi hindi kailangan na bachelor's degree, hindi kailangan na basta may experience ka din.
And you offer the non-degree courses, Sir Julie, and ang length po ng non-degree courses natin is for 1 year. So, di ba, sa 1-year study mo, ito yung magiging entry level mo to Spain, makapag-stay ka sa Spain, or makapag-road mo to for Europe eh. Di ba? It's in Spain, yung magiging pathway mo for Europe.
So, kanina may nagtatanong ng mga tuition fees nga, no? So, at least na nasagot natin kanina na kailanganin lang nila ng tawag nito ng at least initial payment ng 30%. Miss Emily, gusto mo i-share mga sa viewers natin, ano ba yung scenario? Kasi syempre, ano ba yung unang stage? Parang ganito lang, mabigyan natin sila ng idea. Let's say, ano ba ang unang gagawin nila? Mag-enroll ba muna sa school? Ano yung mga babayaran doon? Tapos, ano yung magiging papel ng the Visa Center?
First thing po, since nandito naman po si the Visa Center to assist po with their application for being international student in Spain, number 1 po, we conduct muna ng free assessment and consultation natin. That is for free po na ino-offer natin sa mga potential student po na gusto mag-apply for Spain, international student. And after we assess their credentials, so also we assess naman the profile kung which course ba yung mas suitable para sa kanila for applying for this in our partner po in Barcelona. And after this, then we also, the Visa Center, cater po or nag-guide sa kanila through enrollment, through processing to our school, partner school po. Kami na po lahatan. Ang kailangan na po ng ating clients po is to provide all the necessary documents upon application, then same time hanggang masubmit po natin yung visa nila. And in terms po sa accommodation, di ba na-mention naman po ni Ms. we have also the partner nila or homestay nila or student accommodation nila that the student po can avail naman. And wala na nga po silang gagawin, di ba? So, yun, importante kasi na pag international student ka din, yung mga ibang mga bagay na hindi mo na kailangan gawin, parang doon na siya i-offer.
Parang hindi ka haggard masyado kasi siyempre. Oo, kasi siyempre mag-aaral ka.
Sir Julie, na nabanggit ni na nababala talaga yung life. Di ba? Yung sabi natin, hindi ka pagod, hindi ka talaga pagod, hindi mo ubusin yung oras mo na magtrabaho. Para may time ka pa rin for pleasure din na mag-enjoy. the same time.
Oo naman. Kasi di ba parang you are in the, sabi nga di ba, you are in the great city on earth. So dapat na-enjoy mo din yung opportunity na nandun ka na.
Ang ganda ng Barcelona, di ba? Especially na yung di ba? Pag naalala ko yan yung movie talaga ni Katnel no? Sir Julie.
Diba? Well, anyway, sa Canada naman yung next na movie nila ng Alden. Kaya, syempre, we are also offering kasi Canada School, no? Yes. Napunta na tayo sa showbiz. Ayan, sino nga ba yung mga buntis ngayon sa showbiz? Ayan, papasukin natin si Miss Showbiz. So ito guys, ayan, so at least po, no, sa mga viewers po natin, feel free po na panoorin ulit ang ating live. Yan po, kasi ang ganda ng presentation, plus yung mga further question and answer natin doon kanina. At saka syempre, contact nyo po ang team ng The Visa Center kapag may mga minor clarification kayong kakailanganin. Basta ang importante po dito, hindi naman kailangan maglabas agad ng malaking pera. Hindi naman kailangan na ready agad ang lahat ng mga documents nyo. Hindi naman kailangan na nasa office kayo namin, okay? Pwede naman hindi kayo pumunta kung malayo-malayo talaga kayo. Or you are outside the country or not in United Arab Emirates, pwede po namin pa rin ma-start ang inyong application. So, Miss Emily, parang final word yan, sa mga viewers, sa mga kababayan natin na gusto pa rin mag-aral as an international student abroad, not only just in Australia and Canada, but now we have Spain. Since ikaw ang Mother Earth ng The Visa Center Nueva Ecija.
Okay, thank you so much, Julie. I am inviting all of our aspiring applicants that want to pursue their dream to study in Europe naman right now, no? So dahil po ang dami din namang mga programs na ino-offer sa Europe, so hindi lang po Spain, no? So marami ding program in Europe. So I inviting you po to conduct our free assessment and consultation. So pwede nyo po akong kontakin through my background ko din. That's my number and my Facebook account, Emily Alba, para po mag-conduct tayo ng free assessment about student visa Spain. For more information, so we offer free assessment. And of course, the Visa Center is, kainaman sa amin is transparency. We give you all the information talaga. Then, para maging smooth yung process. Hanggang doon tayo sa ma-grant yung visa ninyo at makarating kayo sa Spain. And of course, sa mga branches namin, no, you can visit po sa mga office branches natin. Hindi lang po sa Nueva Ecija, we have in Gapan and SM Cabanatuan. We also have...
Nasaan ka ngayon? Nasa SM Cabanatuan ka ba?
Secret, Junie. Yes, nasa SM Cabanatuan. Baka pupuntahan mo ako dito no? So,
deliver ako ng pang-sangyupsal nyo dyan.
Oh, gusto ko yan. So we have also in Santiago, Isabela, yan, Santa Maria, Bulacan, Lipa, Batangas, Ortigas, if you're in Manila, no? And also, we also have offers sa Pampanga and Davao. Ayan. Wala naman ako nakalimutan.
UAE natin, we have Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
Dubai and Abu Dhabi also in UAE. So, invite ka kayo guys, you visit our office, meron mag-a-assist sa inyo ng mga immigration consultant natin na kung anong pathway po yung gusto nyo i-inquire. We have the Spain, we have other options po ng mga services na ina-offer ni The Visa Center.
Ayan. Okay guys, well-versed, okay, unskilled ang ating mga staff, kaya all you need to do po sa mga viewers natin, okay, huwag nyo muna isipin lahat-lahat, yung pera, yung requirements, etc. etc. Una po, avail our free eligibility assessment and consultation just for you to have an idea kung qualified ka ba, di ba? Pwede ba ikaw talaga, anong mag-aaral ka pa ba o magiging permanent resident ka na lang, anong program, paano tayo matutulungan ng team ng The Visa Center para ma-approve ang inyong visa at marami pang ibang mga learnings kapag in-avail nyo po yan. So, Miss Emily, thank you so much for...
Thank you so much, Sir Judy, for guesting. Okay, for guesting me again after all these years, mga years na, no? So, thank you so much po. The Visa Center, live better, start now.
Thank you po. God bless everyone.
Kasama po natin ngayon si Sir Carlo, one of the approved Canada student visa natin, and together with his wife, Miss Army. So, hindi po pala nakita ang Visa Center International?
Actually, isang araw na nag-browse, actually naghahanap talaga kami before ng agency. Nagbabrowse ako through social media. So nakita ko yung Visa Center to Facebook. So, I tried to inquire also during that time.
Tanong ko lang, sir, kung paano po yung naging process po nung application namin?
Well, nung pagpunta namin dito, na-entertain naman kami ng mga ayos, lahat ng inquiries namin, Miss Bell. So, siya yung mga inquiries namin, siya nang nagbigay ng mga requirements lahat or info regarding sa mga kakailanganin during the process.
Paano naman, sir, yung naging process niyo together with the processing officer po, no, si Miss Jensen?
So, si Miss Jensen naman, so very responsive naman siya sa mga emails, at sa mga requirements, mga queries namin. Actually, sobrang kulit ko talaga in terms of mga queries. Alam ni Miss Bell. Alam ni Miss Bell na. Sinabi ko, kasi gusto ko lang naman kasi lahat ng mga queries namin at wala kaming ma-miss out during the processing period. At least mapabilis yung processing. Napaka-smooth naman, napaka-cooperative naman ng mga consultants saka yung processing officer. Lahat ng mga communication naman binibigay naman nila para mapabilis yung process. So, yun po.
Kunin ko lang kayo, sir, ng advice kung ano po yung pwede niyong sabihin sa mga aspiring applicants po natin, lalo na here in UAE po and also to the other countries.
Actually, na-advise ko lang sa mga aspirant na international student na magbalak mag-apply ng Canada. So, kung kaya namin na magtiis or through the process naman, why not kayo naman siguro kaya niyo yan. Basta yung mga documents na kailangan ng mga processing officer, provide na lang natin para mas mapabilis yung process. Kung naghahanap kayo ng mga legit na visa center para mag-comply ng yung mga requirements, kung kayo interesado, so I highly recommend Visa Center International para sa magbabalak ng international students. So, recommended siya para sa amin.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Congrats po ulit.